I see some chatter online about Auston Matthews, and I just want to address one thing. The guy's been asked about Mitch Marner a million times. He made it clear back in the summer. It's like, guys, really the Mitch questions. It seems like that's a common theme with Toronto. Like, what do you think about that? It's like, if you answer it once, like, isn't that enough? And listen, I do understand, and Mark Masters is a colleague of ours. He's also a big boy, and he was a little bit snarky with Mark, which is Mark's a big boy. He can handle that. But I don't know. You're in the middle of a game, and you're asked about that, and people are like I don't know. It's just the guy's been. What?
Why don't we play it? Why don't we play it for people that missed it? So this was before the game. This was before the game. Masters was doing a little or I guess a quick chat with Matthews.
It's a
walk-off. Yeah, he's getting off the ice after, at the end of the warm-up. The two of them were the last ones off the ice, which is what they used to do in Toronto. Matthews and Marner. Marner shot a puck down jokingly at him, and I think Matthews saw it. I think he knew it, but this was Masters asking him about that, and the response from Auston.
Auston, you and Mitch, the last two out in warm-ups per usual. Send a puck your way there at the end. What was it like seeing him over there?
I didn't look over. I don't know. So, yeah, I think I've had enough of the Mitch questions for the day, Mark. So, yeah, let's just get ready for the game and go from there.
Message received.
Message received.
See, I don't know. You can be pissed off. There's two layers of this. Oh, I don't know how you feel about it, Brian, but it's Matthews is getting ready for a game. I understand that. He's coming off. He's been asked a million questions. All I think about is we think of all the guys that we played with. Would Sidney Crosby answer that question that way? Would anybody else that?
Well, not everybody's. Mike Johnson said the other day, everybody's built a little bit differently. Maybe he's like, you know what? I've had enough of this, and I want to show that it's my team still, and I want to have a good game. Did it have the best look to it? No, it didn't. But it's not the worst thing in the world. God, and we're talking about a guy that's coming in the building next Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
And everyone is going to boo his ass. As hard and loud as they can boo, and we're gonna make a big deal about this. Was it the most pleasant thing? No, but let's not just make a mountain out of a molehill here. Oh my goodness!
Well,
and then it turned into the back check in overtime, where it was like, look at this guy. And
listen, it didn't end well for him. It did. I'm with Noodles on this. It was, there's a lot of guys. Yes, guys are wired differently. Austin's not stupid. He
could have
gets
made a joke about it and said, Mark,
it's a
again
big
with the
night.
questions, I'm going to have a great night.
It's a big night. Everyone knows it's coming. And guess what? It's coming on Friday. He's the captain. It's coming all next week. Mitch is back. What do you think? He can't sit. You can't just say, it's not necessary. It would have been so easy for him to just say, I was interested. I was doing my own thing, but we'll see what happens on the ice. You're short. Yeah. Move on. No one cares anymore. But the problem with it is I think it gets highlighted based on the ending. He was cherry picking in overtime. That's what he was doing. He was hoping that the puck got loose and someone dumped it into the neutral zone and he got a breakaway. Because that's what it was. It was the end of a shift, sure, but it was for Eichel too. And he was cherry picking. And, I thought this is it in overtime. We're watching it here. And sure, he's 24, 25 minutes into the game. But I think right here he's reading it find a way to get this thing. Uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. And Eichel ends it. But the face-off at the end of regulation, that was the biggest one-on-one play of the game. Matthews versus Eichel coming off the timeout, and he got beat clean. He got beat clean, and that allowed Vegas possession. They set up, and 7 seconds left, they tie it. So I thought he was chugging. He scored a goal. I thought he played pretty well through 40 minutes. But Auston, like everyone else, the third period, the Leafs, they are just so uncomfortable with the lead. They just sit back. They get buried. They get caved in. They give up opportunities. I don't know if it's a killer instinct. I don't know if it's a mentality. I don't know if it's nerves. I don't know what it is, but he's at the forefront of it with everyone else. And, he loses that draw. They score late. His guy beats him down the ice. It's not a great ending for him. Yeah. And Mitch Marner gets to go out and celebrate, and Vegas wins. It's a tough night in the end because, we talked about it before the game. We talked about it on the show. Last night was a big captain's game. It was a captain's night for Auston. And, he was kind of pissy with Masters and then performs the way he performs. Not the end of the world, but you look back on the night, it turns out not a great night for Matthews. Pretty good night for Marner.
Yeah, and I want to climb on that a bit, Brian. Like, I think he played well. I think Matthews played well, but I think his comment is highlighted by the way it ended. If the Leafs win in regulation, I think that is. I don't think his comment to Masters is as the light is shined that bright. I think it's like, he was a bit pissy, but, you can chalk it up to him being focused or whatever. The fact that they lose and the fact on that play, what happens is people grab things and go, oh, well, what about that? What about this? What about that? To me, that's where I think, he's getting a little bit more maybe criticism. Because if they win that in regulation, you're going, hey, what a great win, what a fun win, all of that type of stuff. Oh, no, yeah, and Masters, took a little bit from Matthews. In the end, Mark Masters is a big boy. He's a pro. Auston Matthews is the captain of the biggest hockey team in the NHL. So he knows that question's coming. I think he could have just been like, Mark, again with the question, hey, you know what, can't wait to beat Mitch tonight or can't wait to go at him. I think that's where maybe there was a little bit of a mistake, we'll call it. It's not that big of a deal, but I guarantee you, like, Masters could have followed up and said, well, you think this is bad now. You're going to be asked about it next week.
Coming next
100
week.
times, too,
That's
because
the thing.
Mitch is coming back. It's a bigger night, him coming back to Toronto.
Next week's way bigger.
Way bigger
Significantly
than last
bigger.
night. So I don't know. I get it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I just think it got amplified because of the ending of the game.
Yeah. And listen, he wasn't alone. Like Morgan Riley was asked about it after the game, and Riley shot it down quickly. I think it was Mark again. What did you think about playing Mitch? And I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said nothing. I didn't think anything and moved on. Maybe that was their plan.
Dude, that might have been their point where it's like, this isn't like the first time. It's like when you're constantly being asked, it's like, what about playing Mitch tonight? It's like, how many times can you say it's another game? Is that what everybody really wanted him to say? Well, it's just another game. Oh, okay, great answer. That's the way you do that. Instead, he's just, and we always say we'd rather these guys give some real answers. And he gave a real answer. He's like, I'm sick of talking about Mitch. I'm ready to play the game tonight. Then we say that's not the right thing to say. How stupid is that?
I hear you.
It's a fair point.
It's not a matter.
And let me just tell you this. Another thing. In Carolina, if Sebastian Aho gives that, nobody's even that's where people talk about playing in big markets. And I do understand you have to have an understanding about playing for the Maple Leafs. It's like hockey mecca, but other guys look at that and like, if that's Sebastian Aho in Carolina, like it's not even, nobody's even saying a word about it. And now we're blowing it up into this thing, and what are we going to do? We're going to keep razzing Auston Matthews? I'm not down with that. I'm really not. I don't think
it's about razzing him. I think it's, listen, if I believe, the part of me wants to believe he was playing to the crowd back home, which would be great. I'm not sure I believe that because I don't think he's ever really played to the crowd. But if that was the plan, like I'm shutting this down because Leaf fans back home that are watching don't want to hear it or they want to see me say, I'm not talking about Mitch.
Maybe that was his plan.
If that was
he
the
was
plan,
pandering to the crowd.
Brilliance. If that was the plan, Jerry's percentages, 25% that's what he was thinking. Okay, but it would land. It would land with Leaf fans.
If you don't know that was his plan, then you don't know that he was trying to be a dick to Masters. So don't make assumptions. It's got to go both ways.
Okay. Well, and I hear what you're saying. Yes, Sebastian Aho, but no one, you can't on one hand say it's an honor and it's the greatest thrill of all time, and then say, well, I wish I could be Sebastian Aho and no one care. This is what comes with it. Aaron Judge got to talk every day. Dak Prescott's got to talk every day. He's the captain of the team. I'm more intrigued by what he has to say after the game, which again no one's talking about. What happened at the end of the game? How are you going to get back up off the mat? That was a big blow last night. It was a great hockey game, thoroughly entertaining, like tons of back and forth action. I thought they had it on multiple occasions. When Lott made it 5-3, I'm like, it's over. And then when they got the offside call on the Dorofeev third goal that got called back, I'm like, okay, you can't possibly lose this point now, but you got to reset.